Back to your daily dose of dopamine. My name is Robert here with my pal Jimmy. We're talking all things what I didn't say, the new screenplay in development. Jimmy was playing the role of David, and we're thrilled to have him on board. At the end of the last episode, we were talking about the others, and that means not just the person with Parkinson's, but in this case, care partners, family members, medical, community wellness members. We need a certain level of acceptance from them too. They need buy-in as well, and they've got their own journey to take. Tell me this, when you looked at the script, because it was a big deal to me. I love Matthew's play. I bawled my eyes out when I saw it. When we decided to make it a screenplay, I said, one thing I need a lot more Marty. I can't have Marty, his wife, only being reactive to Paul's understandable, difficult things. She's got to be a full human being. How did you feel about Marty, and how does that fit your life in terms of obviously Cheryl's role and the role of, others?
Marty's reaction to Paul is something that I always thought was going on in the mind of my own spouse, Cheryl. But she's never said those things, right?
What I didn't say.
Yeah. And in the first 8 years when I was going through my heavy denial stage, I've said this before, and I've asked her before, and I was like, I don't know how you didn't leave in those first years. I don't know how you didn't, and I don't know how you stuck by, and I'm forever grateful that she did. I was terrible to live with. I was insufferable. I was angry. Just everything that you don't. I was not the person that she married, basically, right? But the entire exchange just reminded me of what I was thinking when I was going through that stage, right? That Cheryl is thinking, is she thinking this, and is she, and it makes me like second guess myself at that time. But I think for care partners who are, who can relate to this, and it doesn't have to be Parkinson's, right? It could be cancer, it could be whatever it is. It could be someone just, dealing with substance abuse, right? It could be whatever. A lot of times the spouse or partners don't necessarily always open their mouth, right? So I think in the movie, having that perspective from Paul's wife, the care partner side of it, puts into perspective not only for the person dealing with the adversity, but also for the spouse, right? Oh my God, yeah. I can relate, because this is how I envision my spouse saying it, and there she is saying it, and for the spouse, like, oh my God, this is exactly how I'm feeling, and she's saying it out loud, right? Yeah. I mean, it's powerful.
Yeah, to me, that's the brilliance of the title, and it's more prominent in the initial draft of the stage play, because they do break the fourth wall. We made the choice not to, in the film, break the fourth wall. And who knows, we're still in development, things may happen, but you're right. The unspoken part of Parkinson's, the things we don't say, whether it is the person with the family, the caregiver, what I don't say to my dad as, his son, what friends, who people, I mean, I hear and research on the outside how many friends. Well, I put on two sides. Yes, as a researcher, I hear friends that abandon people with Parkinson's to a degree because they're scared. They don't know what to say. And then I also feel how many people come through me, but won't pick up the phone and call my dad or go visit him, even better. Hey,
right,
Bob,
right.
how's your dad? And it's like, go see him. He'd love to see you. And then, they're always like, I don't know. It's like, guess what? Here's the deal. Especially my dad, 25 years into his diagnosis, God love him, was fought hard, and he's 81 years old too. It's rough. He's wheelchair bound at this point. His speech is very impaired. And, that's the acceptance. It's hard for me. I love the man dearly, and I struggle so hard. But if you go, you can figure out a way to relate. You can figure out a way. I mean, what's been funny to me? It's like how much game and play has been our relationship. As speech has devolved, he still loves the game of Rummy Cube. I don't know if you play that one with the tiles. It's like gin rummy with tiles. You ever seen that?
I haven't. No, I haven't played that.
simple game, but it's one, that we can play. And his mind is as sharp as ever. And his competitive spirit is as sharp as ever. And the other one, I was going to show you this. These are my new friends. Have you heard of these guys, Pepper Pong?
No,
So you watch Shark Tank at all? I love that show.
I watch it. Yeah.
Okay, so this guy got on Shark Tank and he looks like a freaking goofball. His name's Tom Filippini, and he's got this red tracksuit and whatever. He's telling the story. And you're like, ping pong, pepper pong. What is this? It's basically a modified take with you game of ping pong with different kinds of balls. He reinvented them. They're like foam
Uh-huh.
and little fold out net, and all of a sudden, you can play anywhere. And how that transcribed to me for my dad was, my dad, he's an athlete at heart who can't do so many of the things. Well, I brought this to him and my mom at the park, and we just broke it out. And mom and dad played for a half an hour.
Oh, I love it.
And
I
that's
love.
the thing, right? They were still playing. It's like the game of catch, in baseball.
Yeah.
You don't have to talk. You're doing. And I just hear my dad say, "Oh, good shot, hun," or my mom say, "That was nice," or whatever. And it's like, oh, they could have said 30 words, but that relationship they experienced through play is worth a lifetime. So
Yeah. I agree.
anyway,
That's
yeah,
awesome.
I mean, yeah, that's the I'm right with you on the importance of the things we don't say and the need to, not just put a lens or a microscope on the person with Parkinson's, but to widen that and to go, hey, this is us.
Yeah.
How can we do better, right?
Yep. And then it goes right back to what we were talking about. And it's the hard things,
Yeah.
Just like you said, why don't, people are asking about your dad, they're going through you. Why don't you go and see him yourself? Because that's the hard thing. That's the hard.
Yeah, just like doing the exercise,
Yeah,
just
it
like
was
right.
much easier to ask you than it is to go actually do it. That's the hard thing.
Yeah. You have time for one more? Can we come back for one more episode?
Let's do it.
All right, one more. See you in a minute.